Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to cover how to get tech experience if you have no experience. This is the $1,000,000 question that everyone seems to be asking and asking me. How do I get experience if you don't have experience? Because the companies need you to have experience before you can even get a job that needs experience. Like that dilemma. So how do I bypass that tech dilemma of getting experience? It's very simple. Very simple. If you need experience, you need to do the things someone from that profession does day to day. I'm gonna say that again. To get experience, you need to do the things someone from that profession does day to day. It's that simple. So how do I know what that person from that particular profession does day to day? You may be asking that. You first need to maybe talk to someone in the industry. A lot of the times they don't even talk to people who already are doing what they want them to do, or who are already doing what that person from that profession does. Like they don't even talk to, let's say you're trying to get into cybersecurity. You don't even talk to people who are in cybersecurity. You just kind of watch videos here and there from maybe you're watching my videos or someone else who's in particular fields, but you're not actually actively speaking to them. Because I can only tell you so much from videos. If you talk to me in person or like on a phone call, I can tell you exactly what to learn. It's not that difficult, right? A lot of times people kind of overcomplicate things, but at the end of the day, it's all about finding someone who's working in that field and copying. Yes, copying. Here's the thing, guys. The greatest inventors, the greatest people, they're all copycats. So you need to copy what they do on their job. You need to ask them, hey, what type of projects are you doing in your job? I want to mimic them so I can get practice. It's that simple. When you mimic someone's project that they do on the job, right? Once you do that, after a certain number of time, you're gonna get experience, right? If you want to be a professional tennis player, or if you want to be good at tennis, you play tennis. If you want to be good at tech, you do things that a person in tech does. You got to be configuring devices, troubleshooting devices, working on equipment, right? Writing policies if you're in GRC, using Tableau if you're in data analytics, using Python if you're a programmer, or JavaScript if you're a programmer, using React, using Node.js, using these platforms that someone from that particular field does. It's that simple, guys. A lot of people love to overcomplicate it. And now you're wondering, how do I put this on my resume? Because that's the next question, is how would I put this particular experience on my resume, right? Which is a very fair question to ask, and I would ask that question as well if I were new. So to put that experience on your particular resume, it's very easy. Put it on your resume, but put bullet points. It's like you put whatever you did, project you did, instead of putting it for a particular position, say self-project, or you can put it for the company, your own company, right? A lot of people, what they do is to sort of bypass the experience thing, is create your own LLC, right? Create your own limited liability company. You're a contractor for that company, right? Maybe you can use those projects that you did as something that you're potentially contracting out for another business. It's very simple, but people love to overcomplicate it, which is kind of how us humans are. We love to overcomplicate things. We like to make things very difficult when they aren't that difficult. So I would add those experiences that you did by copying someone who's in that particular field already, and figure out how they did it. What type of skills did they do on the job? Okay, they use Jira. Okay, let me figure out how to learn Jira. Oh, they use Package Tracer. Okay, they use what's it called? Secure CRT. Let me figure out how to use. Oh, they use Wireshark. Okay, let me learn Wireshark. Instead of getting another certification, that's exactly what I would do, and that's how you get that experience. And once you do this for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, every single day, day to day, as if you're working a job that is giving you the experience, after a certain number of time, you're going to be able to get the experience. And then I would love for you to document it. Document that experience, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on your website, but try to have it be on video. I'd highly recommend that. If you guys do that, that's going to change your life dramatically. Document the experience, document the labs you do, document everything that you've done. After a certain number of time, people are going to be like, yeah, this guy is really good. He knows what he's talking about. He's really special. Then you put that on your resume, you go into interviews, you start applying. That's how you do it. It's that simple, guys. A lot of people love to overcomplicate it, right? Oh, I don't have experience. The experience does not have to be paid. Who told you the experience is paid? I've never had someone ask me during an interview, hey, was this paid experience or was this free? Because here's the thing, experience is experience. Just because you're trying to be a professional basketball player, just because you're not being paid to play basketball, doesn't mean you're not a professional player. It doesn't mean that, right? If you're good enough, you're good enough. If you know how to play basketball, you're a basketball player. If you're good enough to do the things a network engineer does, you're a network engineer, not because the job tells you you're a network engineer, right? And a lot of people don't want to accept this, which is very sad, because they think, oh, like if I want to get into network engineering, I have to find a job that first makes me a network engineer before I can ever accept that title. Why is that? Why do you have to wait for some other company to tell you that you are qualified to do this role? You don't have the self-belief in yourself to say, hey, maybe I can do it myself. Maybe I don't need a company to tell me that I am a quote unquote cybersecurity professional. Why aren't you now? Why do you need a business to tell you that? Why do you need a government to tell you that? You don't need that, right? Maybe you don't have the self-confidence to call yourself a network engineer. Then you need to get the skills that you need that a network engineer would do. And why aren't you getting those skills? You have to ask yourself that. What have I done this week to give me the skills that a network engineer would do. If you're not getting those skills, that is your fault for doing that, right? It's your fault for not reaching out to network engineers. It's your fault for not getting the skills that network engineers get. You need to put the blame on yourself. Don't just blame the companies that I need experience, they want experience. Why haven't you gotten experience? Thinking outside the box is very simple, guys. Get the experience, put it on your resume, whether it's paid, whether it's free, whether you're doing it for your family. It's experience, it's experience, it's experience. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because when you go into the interview, you want to be able to talk the talk and explain your experience of what you've done. And when you do that, it's going to be extremely easy for you to pass a technical interview and be able to land that job. It's that simple, guys. The last thing I want you to do is to say, oh, they want 4 to 5 years of experience. I can't do it. I can't apply for that role. Why can't you? Right? Just because it's 4 to 5 years, you can collapse that 4 to 5 years in 8 months, right? What does 4 to 5 years even mean, right? It's just years, right? Most companies, they can care less about if you can do the job, you can do the job efficiently, they will hire you. The question is, why aren't you getting the skills that in turn will be experience for you to get the job? Because at the end of the day, experience is skills. If someone worked at a job for 20 years as he was a quote unquote network engineer for 20 years, but really didn't do much on the job, was just chilling, and really he doesn't even do things that a network engineer would do. Because you'd be surprised, like people get titles for positions that they don't really do the things that that person from that particular position wouldn't do generally, right? So the years of experience is kind of meaningless. It's just corporate lingo to kind of weed out the people who don't think they're qualified for roles when they really are. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people, a lot of you guys watching this, you're very qualified to actually apply for these particular roles, but it's more of a mindset issue. Your mind is preventing you from applying for these roles because you feel like you're not ready for it. And that's just because that's what your mind's thinking, unfortunately. And it shouldn't be thinking that way. You should be thinking, I can do this, I can figure this out, and I can make it work. Because that's what I did. That's how I got my first job as a network engineer. I didn't have the experience. I did not have the experience, but I was able to get the experience by mimicking what my network engineer uncle did, by learning the skills he taught me. And that's exactly how you land a job as a network engineer. It's that simple, guys. It doesn't matter if it's data, cyber, cloud, whatever. It doesn't really matter, guys. The question is, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to get the skills to give yourself the self-confidence enough for you to give that title of a network engineer on your resume, right? Because if you've been labbing day in and day out, building these beautiful lab topologies, troubleshooting them, fixing them, building these projects, you're a damn near network engineer, guys. Stop fooling yourself. The question is, are you gonna put in the work? Are you gonna give yourself the self-confidence enough to do it or not? And if you're not, I completely understand. This field may not be for you. Please pick a different field. But if you guys are serious about tech and actually want to change your life, please get the skills. And those skills are going to become experience after a certain number of time. And after that, you're going to be able to land a job and it's going to change your life. It's that simple. So that's all I want to say, guys. I really do appreciate you guys' time. If you guys need help or want help, there's a link down below. I have a mentorship program where I show you exactly how to land a network engineering job in under like 6 months if you put in the work. It's very simple. So click that link down below if you guys are interested. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe or you enjoy videos like this, feel free to subscribe. And also, please comment down below what other videos you guys want me to make, and I'll make some more videos like this. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys' time. And I hope you guys are getting the skills, get the skills, pay the bills. With that being said, everyone, peace.